What do you do first?
Okay, so, yeah.
And why are you doing this?
Because I prefer the old style double-edged shave because I feel it's closer and it's more value. You get, these blades are like 10 cents each if you buy them in bulk. You don't really have two hands, right? Uh-huh. But I only have one hand, so that thing falls out. And then I usually take it up like that and then it falls. And then I grab that. Get off of there. Alright, there's so many blades on the market. What I like to get is Persona. Well, it's not that I like these. It's a really good deal. You get 2 to 3 shaves out of
one.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's so cheap. You might as well just get a fresh one every time, right?
How much was that pack?
That pack, I think it was $10.
How much is it normally?
Amazon. Oh, it's just... so normally people these days get like Mach 3 razors. Mm-hmm. And those...
I've had one of those.
Those get stolen a lot.
Gillette?
Yeah. Well, anyways, they have to lock them up behind the counters. Because they're overpriced.
Yeah, they are.
That's probably why people steal them, because they feel bamboozled,
They are expensive. Right? The cartridges are more expensive than the razor.
Yeah. Normally what I do is I let the brush kind of sit and get warm and just soak it up. And a lot of times I like to boil the water too.
You're a little twig in your water there.
I want that in my shaving cream.
What's
water. Hydrating. I get this pre-shave oil. And then you need a couple drops or whatever. And then I just put that on my coarse hair. So right up in my mustache. My mustache is really, really coarse, like most guys. And you're just kind of working around, It actually helps you get a closer shave when you put an oil on your skin. Makes the blade slide along the skin instead of dragging and jumping, So that helps. So I shake this out. So I wring it, and this is a really nice. I think this was like $29 or something. I don't know. I forget. That was a nicer one, but it's they all, in the community they all talk about getting these. There's badger brushes, and then there's the one everyone wants, the silver-haired badger brush, silver tip badger brush. Oh. So anyways, that's what I got. Normally you get a bowl and you work up a good lather in the bowl. I just work up the lather on my face. It's a little bit dry right now, but the longer you work it in, you can just dip it in, I'm gonna just dip it in the water, and just get the hairs, and then that way you put it back on, and then you get, the more water you add, the quicker it builds to a lather.
So this is better than Barbasol.
Barbasol, if you're running short on time, and you want to do the double-edged razor thing, I've seen a lot of guys who'll just use the Barbasol. You don't need to go all man spa like this, but I like it's the experience. If you go to on Reddit, there's a subreddit called Wicked Edge, and there's YouTube videos posted there, and just articles dedicated, forums dedicated to the art of shaving, double-edged shaving. So that's good enough for me. I don't go too crazy with that. So now I got my double-edged razor here, and then first I go with the grain. I do a 2-pass shave. Some guys get crazy, do a 3-pass shave.
Why?
And every time the idea is each time it gets closer and closer. First time you go with the hairs, with the grain, to reduce irritation. You don't want to go against the grain on the first pass, and then you can just kind of flip it on your next pass. I usually do 1 pass per.
That makes sense.
You want to make sure you're holding it at the right angle. It takes a little bit of time to get used to
Does it?
To the angle. I mean, when I first started, I cut myself a few times.
Oh, because there's no guard, right? There's nothing to protect you from the...
Ironically, it's called the safety razor, yet I've cut myself on this thing. But that's just because I think before the safety razor, before the double-edged razor, safety razor, they called it the straight razor. It was just, the old-timey in the barbershop.
Yeah.
Where they get the piece of, they strobe the razor to make it to line up the blades. And I think I cut myself.
Ow.
Yes, I did. Damn.
Okay. Ow, on your nose.
And it doesn't matter. The more cuts you have, the more manly you are.
Ow, looks like you have a bloody nose.
I know, right?
What do you do with the cut?
Broken wrist and a bloody nose. There's actually think it's called a stick or sim stick. I don't know. And you can put that on there to kind of like some sort of chemical in there that it's a mineral. Bleeding. It's a mineral that like tightens up your skin and closes cuts. Yeah, that's a pretty shitty cut.
Does it hurt?
No, I mean it was just a little cut.
Oh.
But hey, it's good for video, right?
It is.
Man, it's
more blood, the
camera.
better. Look at that blood.
That's right. Get a close up. No. Anyway.
Yep, I got a close up.
So, anything, thanks for that.
You're welcome.
Yeah. As I go around the chin, you know, these contours, you gotta do, the secret is just do like slow, small strokes. And
oh my god, it's coming down your nose. Ow.
Oh
it really doesn't hurt? Ooh, when I shave my legs and it hurts. Oh my god.
Oh, but I'm making great videos.
Man, dude. Okay, so now you do a second round.
Yeah,
I'm second round.
Yeah, I like to go against the green on the second round.
Okay.
Wow.
It doesn't burn?
Oh, okay. But now I'm getting blood, and you mix a little bit of blood with your skin.
Yeah.
And then it kind of gives you like a rosy look to it.
Oh, like blush.
Yeah, like a blush.
This is very interesting. I've never watched anybody do this before.
Got a bloody nose. You ever seen anyone cut themselves while they're shaving?
No, but I love it. This is very interesting.
And
makes for good TV.
Right.
Like I said, I think you did it on purpose.
Right.
It's a PR stunt.
I just wanted the keywords: one-handed man,
yeah,
broken wrist, double-edged shaver. Like there'd be so many hits. And I just run my finger over, and then if you miss the spot or not close enough, you can like just get it that way. Come back and get it. Try to go against the grain, and then you get a BBS shave, baby smooth skin, something like that. You get baby smooth skin.
Looks like you've got a bloody nose. Shit.
Anyways, that's a nice shave.
Let me feel it.
It's baby. Wait until I'm done. It's
okay.
kind of messy.
Okay.
And I do something kind of unconventional.
What do you do?
I dump out the bowl with all the blood in it, and then I just kind of like wash my brush off like that, and get all that stuff off the shaving cream. And then a lot of guys will like use water, splash up in their face, but I just use like this bowl right here. Get everything out of it. I just use that and just kind of get everything off it with the brush itself. And I clean it one more time when I'm done. You don't need to keep the water running. It's just a waste of water. I've watched some people will make these shave videos, and the water is running the entire time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you don't need to do that.
No,
it's like people that brush your teeth with the water running. You don't need that.
Uh-oh.
We're in a drought. I'm coming from California, right?
Sometimes I do that.
You do that? You're one of these people?
Uh-oh. And I live in California.
You caused the drought.
Damn.
80% of the water in California goes to
agriculture.
Agriculture. 2% of the GDP.
And people didn't know that.
And they use...
Not just Hollywood, but we do produce food
but it's because
for Americans.
Right. But they're using, what is that, inefficient watering methods? Like they'll just flood the land.
Oh yeah, flooding the land.
Yeah. But anyway.
Let's talk about the cotton too. You get
cotton picking?
Yeah. 40% of Supima cotton comes from California.
Oh my god, I didn't know these random statistics. Yeah, I'm bleeding. It's not really. Normally I have that stick with me. I didn't travel with it, so I don't know.
What stick?
Now. There's like I think it's called sim stick or something like that. But it's when you cut yourself. It's a mineral that helps. And this is difficult with one hand.
Need help?
This is my post-bomb moisturizer or whatever. And it helps with the closeness of the shave. It helps reduce the irritation. Because when you shave, you're removing the epidermis of your skin, the top layer, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, wow, that is bloody.
You need a little piece of toilet paper?
I'm gonna, because, I don't have my normal stuff here. I thought I brought the whole kit. You saw all the stuff that I brought.
Yeah.
I take my shave seriously.
I remember when you were leaving the RV, that's the number one thing you said. Gotta take shaving.
I know. That was my...
shaving.
Must have.
Must have shaving.
Yeah.
In the van.
Mm-hmm.
Luxurious shaving in the van.
Jeez. So, yeah, this is the other method you can use. Like, if you don't have a sim stick or whatever it is. Stick it on like your dad. Like your grandpa. And that's how you use a safety razor. It's safe, see? That's how it got its name.
Thank you for sharing.
Thank you for joining me on this luxurious shave. Get into double-edged razors.
Over and out.
See ya.
See ya, YouTube.